Good morning, welcome to BFM's Morning Headlines. I'm Lynn. It's Tuesday, April 22nd, 2014, and the headlines are full of airlines, accidents, and frankly, very, very upsetting photos, which we will get to in a little bit because who can wait? All right, so we start things off with the story of MH192, an MAS flight that had an emergency landing after a burst tire after the initial takeoff. And this happened in the wee hours of yesterday morning. And the coverage has been quite interesting. New Straits Times, as with some other papers, is celebrating the heroes of MH192, with both the pilot and the co-pilot being featured on the front page. Now, The Sun have taken a slightly different tack, asking, is this a sabotage against MAS, with the IGP Tan Sri Khalid saying that they are going to be investigating all angles. There's also a little bit here about LVV, but I don't think anybody wants to hear any more about them. And Utusan Malaysia continues the praise, saying Juruterbang and crew MH192 dipuji. There is also the beginning of the upsetting photos over here with the story of a young student's cheek that was pierced by a metal rod. That should set you up for breakfast quite nicely. And Berita Harian continues the celebration of hero MH192, but also has this photo of the student from another angle, because who didn't want to see that? And Sina Harian takes on the same angle as The Sun to a certain extent, asking incident atau sabotage. Now, Harian Metro, and this is what I mean by just going for broke. They have gone with their usual coverage, which is a mix of sensationalism, kind of crazy headlines, and going, you know what, off the beaten track. Let's give credit where it's due. They've got a photo of robberies here, fatal accidents over here, and yet again, that delightful photo. And this front page kind of leads quite nicely to what the Malay Mail have done, which is a full front page coverage of all the different tragic accidents that have been going on around the country recently. Now, with the emotional cry of this has to end. How you feel about this front page, I think it really differs from person to person. I know that some people believe that this is an important call to action in terms of really getting stuff done, really getting a real change in highway safety, in road safety in our country. I, on the other hand, think that it could have been done perhaps differently. We could still be emotional without being slightly exploitative. And it should maybe come with a parental advisory because people will have nightmares. And our final paper of the day, The Star, have gone with putting water front and center, as they have been for a number of weeks now, highlighting the fact that we can't seem to, find a place between the devil and the deep blue sea because we're either flooding or we're still in drought, or rather the dam that we need to fill isn't filling dam. So basically, yeah, and so we end the day as we began it with good news that is also somewhat tempered by the fact that it isn't really good news at all, or is it? Which brings me to my word of the day, sabotage, just because I'm in a Beastie Boys kind of mood. This has been the Morning Headlines. I'm Lynn, BFM 89.9.